You also know Seth here, and in today's video I'm telling you how to revise for your GCSE exams. Also guys, if you haven't watched last week's video, you can probably tell that I am recording in the same background. And yes, this is the same colour top, but different make. I kind of like the colour light blue at the moment, so I thought I'll get some light blue t-shirts. Don't know why, just felt like it really. And this video is actually very ironic to make because I should actually be revising for a biology exam, which I have next week, and I literally have no idea how to do any of the questions. But that's beyond the point. After I edit out this video, I promise I'll revise. What? I will. Anyway guys, let's get on with the video. So step number one on how to start revising is to get all of your supplies. So what I mean by supplies is just the basic stuff like a notepad, some pens, some rulers, some pencils, some highlighters and some colouring pens, just to make things a lot more bright and colourful, because that does help when revising. And a big tip for revising is to always use colours, because it's been scientifically proven that colours work a lot better and you remember things a lot better if they are colour coordinated. Say for example you're stuck on a question and something's came up about osmosis or something like that, and yeah, that's like kind of one of the only things which I've learned from biology over the past year. My teacher is absolutely terrible by the way, so I've only learned that one thing. And that was with a supply teacher, so thanks for that supply teacher. You taught me the only thing in the year. I highly doubt you're watching this, but thanks for actually teaching me something in biology. Say for example you have no idea what's going on, and then you just remember, oh, that yellow colour which I wrote down, I remember it now. Time to answer the question. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but I did this for my English exam and it helped a lot when I was doing my of mice and men. I can't speak, but it really helped for that, and I did remember a lot of key quotations from stuff like that. So make sure you guys use colour whenever you're writing down your notes. So guys, step 2. Find a quiet place with 0 distractions. A great place to revise is not in your bedroom, because that's kind of where like most of your stuff is, and you can get easily distracted by that. So for example your computer, your phones, TV, and just stuff like that. Just turn all that stuff off, but make sure everything's turned off, no distractions. If you can't trust yourself, then just give your phones to your parents, lock them away. Where are you gonna lock them away? So just tell your parents to just hide them from you for the weekend, and then you can just get on with revising. So, step 3. You found a place to go and you've got your stuff ready. What you want to do now is you just want to get out a textbook which you've got from school or you bought from Amazon or whatever, and what you want to do is you just want to highlight everything which you don't know, and then it makes it easier to remember what you need to revise instead of going over something which you've already learned and you know, and then go into your textbooks and then you can just start revising the stuff which you need to learn. So guys, the 4th step is to take breaks every so often. I recommend doing an hour's worth of studying and then about like a 20-minute break, because you don't want to like overwork your brain. I did this in maths. I was like overcomplicating everything, and that didn't actually help when I was doing some past papers at home. Also, that is a very good way to study, and that is to do a lot of past papers. Obviously most of the questions will be different, but at least you can get the timing right and you get like the kind of style of questions which are going to come up, so you're kind of more prepared and you know how the exam questions are going to be asked and how you can answer them. But just make sure you get the timings right for the past papers. Why did I go so American then? So guys, the final step, step 5, that is to not stress out about your exams. I remember I had an RS exam back in year 10. That was my first exam, and I stressed about that so much. I started revising like 2 months before the exam. I spent about like 2-3 hours a day just revising the exact same things which came up. I just kept revising every single day for about like an hour, 2 hours, and you really don't have to stress out too much because you overwork your brain and you don't want that to happen. Like if you overstress, then you're gonna overthink things, you're gonna like skip questions, you're not gonna be able to like read them properly, and you just have to like kind of calm down a little bit in the exam, because really GCSEs, they're just a way to get into sixth form, college, or apprenticeships or anything like that. Honestly, just try your best, don't overstress, make sure you do get revision done. Now I'm not saying don't revise, because obviously you have to revise if you want to pass, but you just don't want to like overstress. At the moment guys, I am sitting my last year of GCSEs. All the ones which are in year 10, they weren't anything to really stress out about. Honestly, with all the coursework which you do, as long as you guys work hard and you go into the exam, if you think that you can pass it, then you will pass. But yeah guys, that was pretty much it for this video. If any of these tips did help, then a huge like on this video would help. If we can try and smash past 40 likes in this video, then I might do a part 2 for this on how to pass exams. This is just like a little revision guide. I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but this is just how to revise and study for an exam. But if you guys want some tips on stuff to do with the actual exam whenever you're sitting it, or something like that, then I will do that for the next week's video. Good luck to everyone who is sitting their exams this year. I'm sitting mine next week. I need to start revising. Also, if you guys are new and you did enjoy this style of video, then consider subscribing, because I'm going to be uploading videos a little bit like this for the next 2 weeks in the exam months. So guys, that was pretty much the video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Peace.